So we'll do something cool like, it's like you might start down here.
Yeah.
Just bring it up real slow.
See that bar?
And then it'll come into focus. And then you got that light. And then we'll just get a slow pan of the horizon.
Go over those mountains.
Look at that.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. This is the most amazing shit I've ever seen in my life.
Came through dripping Aquafina, I'm sipping 15, kept a weapon on me. Flow make digits, I'm on my business, stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want us, red run when I tell a bit peace. Love is love.
And good, yeah. Sound looks good, audio looks good, so it's perfect.
The sound looks good?
Sound looks good.
Yeah.
It's. Oh, you're not in the industry, you don't know. Yeah, we said what you say. We say sound looks good. I'm gonna do our best to get through this vlog today because we have 2 people that I ended up taking a trip with last year to Iceland. Figured it'd be a good chance to talk about this because Jaron, who is don't worry, it's gonna come across the top of the screen at iPhone Exploits, and Brandon. All right, so we decided to go to Iceland, and basically hilarity ensues to some extent. I mean. First of all, how much research did you go into this trip? How much, like, you were like, there are things you wanted to hit when we were going there, right?
I thought we were going to Greenland.
As we were flying over Greenland, you realized that we were...
Hey, whoa, hey, what?
In fact...
It's like the bus, you pull the whole thing, stop it.
Yeah, here, tuck and roll.
Yo, pilot!
Alright, guess we're going to Iceland. So we landed in Iceland in the old U.S. Army base, where we imposed our U.S. imperialism on their tiny Icelandic culture.
We landed in an army base?
So did you know that was in World War II? Their airport now was the U.S. Army base. So first step is we don't have a rental car, but it's fine. Like, we're gonna figure out how to get a rental car.
We don't have an Airbnb booked for the first night.
No, we did. It was for while we were on the flight, remember? Remember we got there, right when everyone fell asleep, like someone knocked on the door, was like, hello.
Yeah.
And I realized the time
So the
zone
first
change.
Airbnb that we booked was for the wrong night, and this Icelandic family comes walking
You're like,
in.
why are you still here? Why are you all sleeping?
We were all dead asleep for...
We took a nap in the afternoon. We got in the afternoon. It was like a long ass day of
We
travel.
were there for like an hour.
Yeah.
It was brutal. It was just enough time to get comfortable. Everyone
then we all-
spread all the shit out.
Yeah.
They plugged everything in. I mean, it was almost literally the moment where you go, or just knock,
Yeah,
touch
touch
the
door.
You have to leave
We have to
immediately.
leave now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jaren's shoes had spread stink smell
Oh,
all
dude. I
over.
forgot how bad my shoes smelled. So I brought those hiking boots.
So then we moved to a place down the road.
And keep in mind, airport's like an hour away from Reykjavik, where you know.
Yeah, getting that
they
rental
just
car
say-
was kind of an adventure, I think, wasn't it?
It's like we went to this like sketchy offsite rental car place.
That's right, yeah,
And they're
yeah,
like, do you want sand? There was like, do you want like volcano insurance?
Yeah.
And someone was like, what? Like, do
Do you think I should have volcano?
is there a volcano that's going around?
Remember our first authentic Icelandic meal?
Remember this?
So that's the turnip,
Yes.
sheephead jelly,
Uh-huh.
schlumfish, which is mashed fish with potatoes. It's cod. It's
Okay.
haddock actually.
Okay.
Smoked trout.
Okay.
And the bean salad.
Okay.
With peas and carrots and no beans inside. Thank you.
Thank
But
you
it's
very-
still called bean salad. I don't know.
Thank you. Oh my god.
Sheep's brain. So basically, most of like authentic Icelandic food, they do it in 2 categories. And then on one, you have old fish, and then on the other one, you have parts of animals you didn't think you were allowed to eat. The city of Reykjavik, beautiful.
It is.
I mean, gray skies.
Rain.
I think
Sometimes snow.
The tallest building was like a 3-story church. Just alternating between snow and rain constantly in the summertime.
So we started in Reykjavik and then went south.
And so the first night we stayed in some unpronounceable place, which is basically
Every
where we
night.
stayed. Every night.
Every night we
Jublak
stayed in
Hastur.
That was the place we stayed?
Jublak Hastur.
That's not true. He's just saying that confidently.
No, that's true.
That was
Kirk
making
Jublak
Mount
Hastur.
Oh, yeah, no, he's right, because then the next night we stayed in the Juicelanda Fallagage.
Yeah.
Kirk
No.
Jublak Hastur. It stands for school, church.
like, you know, Instagram famous waterfalls, we pretty much then headed for the what's it called, lagoon, right? The
Glacier Lagoon.
The Glacier Lagoon.
Fuck yes, I remember the important parts.
All right, so the unfortunate
Diamond Beach or something.
Yeah, Diamond Beach.
All right, so
So,
I'll let you go ahead. You got
Jared
this,
doesn't have any money at this point because his bank is having problems. Do you remember this?
Oh, I forgot about
So his bank is having problems, and that's what I blame for this entire incident.
Right, this is my fault.
Because he's we're heading to the.
I was in a low place for a couple days because I just had.
This has happened on
zero.
several trips with Jared.
This happened one of
We're
the
like
time.
3 days
And
in,
then
and
time
Jared
before
has
that.
not contributed financially to anything, and he's having problems with his bank. We stopped to get gas on the way to Glacier Lagoon. Put a picture of Glacier Lagoon on there.
Every time you,
It's just gonna be.
every time you
snapping.
go do it again.
Who do you think was taking pictures of you pumping that gas?
So Jared tries to take gas, his car's not working. I go to try to take gas, and in Iceland we're in a diesel car. They have
Still it up. He's like, hold on, wait a minute.
they have two black pumps and one green pump. The two black pumps are diesel, and the one green pump is petroleum.
Yep, it's true.
Some
Yeah,
might call that regular unleaded.
Regular unleaded.
So in the
They call it
U.S.,
petrol.
it's obviously the opposite way. Anytime you go to a gas station,
Completely opposite.
the green handle is diesel, and so it says diesel on the thing.
It would be a huge problem
If somebody
in that
were
country
to.
if it weren't for the fact that they're clearly labeled both diesel
And petrol. But to be fair, I had pumped gas before, and it was cold as hell outside. It was kind of like Brandon's turn because Jared had no money.
Sean's just like, to be fair, I also did this and didn't. I want to make that clear.
So obviously you can see what's going to happen here. I put regular gas in our diesel car because it was a black pump, and I've just did it
gotta
super
blame it
fast.
on
And it's cold as out there too, so I was like in a hurry.
I can't wait to bleep all the cursing out of this family-friendly podcast.
It's family friendly.
Vlog, yeah.
Oh, you brought in the wrong man for that.
So then we drive. We actually made it like 10 miles and made it to our destination where we went to Glacier Lagoon and the Diamond Beaches. We hang out.
And like it's cold out there, but like obviously it's incredible looking. You know,
Beautiful.
Jared got some incredible drone footage. Go ahead, snap us in. Fire up the car to get out of there.
Because it's cold. It's getting dark now.
It's getting dark. There's like one little restaurant, like they're about to close.
No, the restaurant already closed.
People were leaving, like it's
It's like 9 o'clock, but it's still daylight outside.
Yeah, it was getting later, and
the car won't start.
Go to crank the engine, car won't start. And I was like, oh, the battery must be dead because we left the radio on
Did
for
we
a
get
few
a guy
minutes
to
in the
come try to
heater.
jump the car for us?
We get this grizzled Icelandic man. I took video of him. Thank God we could throw that in there too, because he. Because he was like the most like, just like, what you think, like stereotypical, like huge gray beard, like smoking a cigarette, like orange, like he was like on the bay just like 10 minutes before that. Now he's like fixing a car, and he was just like, like basically when he realized, he was like, it's probably wrong gas, like I have to go. He's just like,
So yeah, alright, so the guy, so we get this dude, and there's like 4 people in the entire parking lot at this point, this giant parking lot, and he's one of them. And so he jumps the car, and the jump doesn't work, and then we're like, oh man, we can't figure out what's going on. And then basically, he simultaneously figures out for us.
No, I figured it out. I don't remember.
Was that you the one that did it? Because I thought
because
he brought
I
it up
looked
and
at
he made you
Sean.
realize.
No, I looked at Sean and I was like, remembering the black one. I was like, wait. And he's like, no, the green one.
And Sean's like, no, the green one is what you wanted. It just, you didn't respond.
Not what you wanted, the black is what you wanted.
Your face
I
did
went,
all of the talking.
What? And I knew exactly what happened. And then I was like, I put the wrong gas in. And Sean goes, we're
and all this happens like right at once, and then the guy just goes, I have to go.
because I had like called the people we rented the car from, and they had said they're gonna send somebody, but the closest mechanic was like 2 hours away.
They sent him from Greenland.
Yeah, they sent him from the last place we had just driven from.
No,
So it was not funny at the time. We thought, but then they said that they put me in touch with the
the only tow truck driver on the island.
and it seemed like.
Oh god, he's like, I'm towing a car in Reykjavik.
By this time, I heard of caribou, like the only animal that exists on the island, had showed up to graze in the field.
Yeah, I strafed him with my drone and someone yelled at me. Here's that footage. On the island of Iceland, there's one tow truck and one serial killer, and you just have to hope the tow truck finds you before the other one does.
No, from this point, we drove into the night to for another 2.5 hours. Got at like 2 a.m. to our Airbnb to this little like fishing village of like 400 people called Jubavor. And it's the only main road in the country, and we saw no other car. It's like even in the U.S. in the middle of the night, driving in the middle of nowhere, you'll still see cars passing you. We saw nobody. So we spent a night in this town, and then from this point, we had one more stop we're gonna make before we go back to Reykjavik, and it's a place called the Western Fjords. It's like an apocalyptic snowstorm happening. We once again arrived at the only restaurant in town 10 minutes before they were closing to get pizza. We were basically just like, so we're in the middle of this country where it's been snowing kind of the whole time. The sleep schedule's weird. It's a little depressing because of that. And then we eat just like this kind of crappy pizza from this place, and then Brandon puts on the Avicii documentary like right when he just like killed himself, and I'm watching this and I'm just like, oh my god, we're trapped in this snowstorm. And I was like, this is like kind of like a dopamine low point of the trip, but still like an amazing place, like beautiful. Then we end up at the Black Church. When you travel as much as
my philosophy is, you just strive to be as good of a person as possible, and you wait for karma to bring that back to you, to bring that energy back into your life. So you put it out there, and then it comes back.
Listen, as a Patriots fan and now Clemson and Alabama fan, Jared knows all about, you know,
yeah, man,
good karma, like success.
Put the
back.
work in.
Yeah,
just a man of the people.